JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, 2 killed, 4 arrested after engaging police in shootouts in St. Elizabeth. Police say 2 men were fatally shot and 4 others captured after shootouts in separate incidents in the St. Elizabeth Police Division between Friday night and Saturday morning. A police source said that shortly after 9 p.m., they were alerted that strange men were in the community of New Road on the St. Elizabeth-Westmoreland border, close to New Market in northwestern St. Elizabeth. The police say upon entering the area, they were shot at by a group of men. A shootout ensued, and 1 man was later found suffering from gunshot wounds in nearby bushes. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. The police have not yet ascertained his identity. Subsequent operations in the area at daybreak resulted in 2 men being arrested. 2 others were later captured in Whitthorne, Westmoreland, after they attempted to escape in a taxi. The police said an illegal gun was seized. In the second incident, a joint police team from 2 divisions received intelligence that a man, who was a person of interest, was in the Williamsfield area in southern St. Elizabeth. During an operation in the wee hours of Saturday morning, the man reportedly engaged the police in a shootout. He was shot and taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. The police said an illegal firearm was seized. Police seized 2 rifles and 300 rounds of ammunition in St. James. The security forces on Friday recovered 2 rifles and more than 300 rounds of ammunition during an operation in Birchill, St. James. According to the police, a man was seen exiting a BMW motor car with a box during a foot patrol by the lawmen. The man reportedly dropped the box and ran on the approach of the officers. The box was searched and an AK-47 rifle, an American tactical rifle, and more than 300 rounds of ammunition were found. The police said that they remain committed to getting the guns and apprehending persons involved in criminal activities. Earlier this week, the police discovered another stash of illegal weapons during an operation at Stadium East in St. Andrew. Driver jumps from out-of-control truck on Conspiratory Hill, hospitalized. Police say a man has been hospitalized after the vehicle he was driving plunged over a precipice on the crash-prone Conspiratory Hill Main Road in Manchester on Friday. Reports are that shortly after 4 p.m., the man was driving a truck downhill when he lost control of the unit. It is reported that he jumped from the truck before it plunged over the precipice. This latest incident follows Wednesday's crash involving a tractor-trailer and a motor car on the major thoroughfare that links Mandeville and its environs to St. Elizabeth and Points West. St. Elizabeth man arrested for illegal firearm and ammunition. The police have arrested a 32-year-old man following the siege of a Beretta 9mm pistol and 9 rounds of ammunition in Bamboo, St. Ann on Friday. Sheldon Smith of Prospect, St. Elizabeth, was charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. It is reported that at about 6 p.m., Smith was a passenger in a Toyota Probox heading towards Prairie from Bamboo in St. Ann when lawmen intercepted the vehicle. Both the driver and Smith were searched and the firearm was found in Smith's bag. He was taken into custody and charged. Motorists protest rumble strips on Norman Manley Boulevard. Taxi operators and other motorists today blocked the popular Norman Manley Boulevard in Negril, Westmoreland, protesting the erection of rumble strips along the busy thoroughfare. The rumble strips are intended to reduce speed along the roadway, which has been the scene of multiple fatal crashes. They insist that the speed bumps there are adequate. The drivers say the strips erected this morning could damage the front end of their vehicles. "We don't want nothing else on the road unless somebody come talk to it," said one of the protesting motorists. They also say their travel times have been significantly reduced because of the additional speed bumps. "It can't work. We are changed front end 3 times a year, and we appear road traffic fee, licensing, plus other expense of the vehicle." Shooting terror in Duane Park. Fear has gripped residents of Lowell Avenue in Duane Park after 2 men on a motorbike sprayed members of a household in the community with bullets yesterday afternoon. 4 persons suffered bullet wounds and were rushed to the hospital for treatment. Up till late yesterday, the police did not identify the victims. Shots rang out about 1:25 p.m. when gunmen disguised as construction workers drove past a residence on Lowell Avenue on a motorbike and opened fire, then made good their escape. The residents were reportedly sitting on their veranda when the incident occurred. Senior Superintendent of Police in charge of the St. Andrew South Division, Kirk Ricketts, said that a police military patrol had passed the location minutes before assailants attacked the home. Ricketts said the attack was the first of its kind on the avenue. However, he explained that the police have been pursuing the perpetrators of violence who have been terrorized in the community. "The general area is an area that we continue to monitor. It's something that we continue to grapple with," he said. He reasoned that it was possible that the assailants had been nearby to observe when the patrol personnel had left the area. If it's not them, it could be persons acting on behalf of them. This is the norm, Just as how we police sit and plan our operations. They don't just get up and do these things, They plan it also, and they have sources who tell them where to go and when to come and so on. So that's something that we just have to counteract on a daily basis, said Ricketts. One resident said that the victims of the shooting were 3 brothers and the girlfriend of one of them. The resident, who asked not to be named, said the brothers were good people who were not involved in any illegal activity to her knowledge, are some good guys. And people don't say everybody are going to say every people good, but it's good guys who have them parents who work. Mother they are foreign, father they are Jamaica, and them kids them are also with them father, she explained. The brothers were known to spend a lot of time on their veranda, relaxing and conversing with one another. While not being oblivious to the violence in the neighborhood, the resident said because many people frequently ordered food online for delivery, it became common to see bikes driving around the community. She said as a result of this, no one could have suspected that 2 men dressed as if they were returning from work were actually gunmen. You're not going to know, you're going to think of good people them, but when you take a look, a gunman them, she lamented. You just have to stay in your house and beg God to cover your children them and cover yourself. Because that means you're not safe, not even in your own house. If you can't even dip on your veranda, better you stay in, she added. Another resident who came out to view the scene, which was secured by the police, said that incidents such as this have become a regular occurrence. But just hear the sounds of the bikes and the shot, and when me look, it was a bloody mess. But just glad that my son wasn't home, she exclaimed. It's just sad though to see the young lives perish. I hope they don't die. Salt Spring children get safe passage for a trek to school. The students of the Salt Spring Primary School in Salt Spring, St. James, will now be able to walk along the roadway to and from school in a much safer environment following Thursday's official handover of the Jamaica Social Investment Fund's JSIF Salt Spring Safe Passage project. The project, which falls under JSIF's Integrated Community Development Project 2, was implemented between May and November 2021 at a cost of $14 million and will benefit 180 students of Salt Spring Primary School and 30 students of the nearby Hartfield Basic School. Faith Clemens, chairperson of the Salt Spring Primary School Board, expressed profound gratitude for the new facilities, which include 400 meters of newly constructed sidewalks and safety rails, road signs, bus sheds and pedestrian crossings as part of a road safety public education program. We're so grateful to JSIF and all local persons who worked along with them on this project. I'm so thrilled to see what is happening at Salt Spring, Clemens said in a brief address at the ceremony. The Safe Passage project has already been implemented in 8 schools across Jamaica under the first phase of the Integrated Community Development Project, which is funded by the World Bank. 4 other communities are being targeted for the project under the current phase, to include Anchovy St. James, Treadlight Clarendon, Greenwich Town Kingston, and Augustown in St. Andrew. JSIF chairman Dr. Wayne Henry said that the Safe Passage project was created in response to concerns about children's safe navigation of the roadway when traveling to school, as 9 children reported among the more than 400 persons who died on Jamaica's roads in 2021. Road safety is a national cause for concern, as hundreds of Jamaicans, including children, have lost their lives annually due to road accidents. In 2021, 484 persons lost their lives on our nation roads, and 62 of these persons were what the Road Safety Unit classified as vulnerable road users, including motorcyclists, pedal cyclists, pillion riders, and pedestrians, said Henry. Approximately 20% of those persons were pedestrians, and the last year up to June 2021, the Road Safety Unit recorded that 94 children died while navigating their way on our roads. The Safe Passage project is an intervention to support the safe commute of children to and from school, using specific roadways and thoroughfares, Henry explained. Meanwhile, Deputy Superintendent of Police Angela McIntosh Gale of the St. James Police Division said that the children of Salt Spring can now experience more positivity in their lives thanks to the Safe Passage project. The welfare for children is pivotal to the development and growth of all communities. The outstanding services of this organization must be lauded, and JSIF has nailed it again, said McIntosh Gale. Children are our future, and when they see that people do care, they'll adopt a more caring attitude. With the level of violence being experienced in recent times, it is very refreshing to put smiles on people's faces. 595 new COVID cases recorded, 4 more deaths. Jamaica recorded 595 new COVID-19 cases over 24 hours up to Friday afternoon, according to the Ministry of Health and Wellness. 4 COVID-19 deaths that occurred from September 17 to September 22, 2021 were recorded on Friday, bringing the overall coronavirus death toll in Jamaica to 2,639. a 48-year-old female from Clarendon, is among the latest recorded COVID fatalities. The separate deaths of 11 COVID-19 patients are under investigation by health officials. There were 200 recoveries on the day, bringing that tally to 69,458. The newly confirmed COVID-19 cases brought the total number on record for the island to 123,642. Notably, the island recorded a 35% positivity rate based on the samples that were tested on Friday. Of the newly confirmed cases, 331 are females and 264 are males, with ages ranging from 6 weeks to 103 years. The case count was made up of Kingston and St. Andrew, 208, St. James, 99, St. Catherine, 73, Westmoreland, 45, Manchester, 38, Trelawney, 31, Clarendon, 20, Hanover, 19, St. Elizabeth, 19, Portland, 17, St. Anne, 16, St. Mary, 6, and St. Thomas, 4. There are 128 moderately ill patients, 59 severely ill patients, and 24 critically ill patients among 8,919 active cases now under observation in Jamaica. A total of 551 patients are hospitalized locally. Among those isolated in public hospitals, the health ministry said 356 people are unvaccinated, 7 are partially vaccinated, and 31 people are fully vaccinated. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.